My name is Jasmine Whitbread. I'm the Chief Executive of London First, and I'd like to welcome you all, a very warm welcome to Skills London. This is our 10th annual production of this, quite simply, largest careers and jobs fair in the UK, with 35,000 visitors expected over today and tomorrow. And what Skills London does is it brings together the enormous potential of our capital's young people with the life-changing and diverse range of opportunities that employers have to offer. And it's really one of the highlights of the London First calendar, and for me personally, a truly inspiring day. And when you walk around the exhibition later on, I hope you'll share my view. At London First, we aim to convene and mobilise business to tackle the challenges facing our capital. Today, we welcome over 200 exhibitors and employers who are doing just that. They're all committed to closing London's skills gap. And there is a gap because on the one hand, we know that an incredible 2/3 of employers say that they struggle when hiring. And at the same time, young people we know tell us that it's hard for them to find the right job. People are at the heart of everything that we campaign for at London First. It's by attracting and developing people with the right abilities and potential that our capital will remain globally competitive and at the top of the global charts. We need to discover and nurture the next generation of world-class creatives, architects, accountants and hoteliers. Finding an extra 13,000 construction workers every year is vital if we're to meet our target of doubling the rate of house building so that young people can get a foot on the property ladder. And the same goes for infrastructure engineers who will make Crossrail 2 a reality, building on the success of Crossrail 1, which will open soon next year, ensuring faster, less crowded journeys across the capital. And we're looking forward to hearing more from the Mayor shortly about his construction academy. I firmly believe that it can make a huge difference if you love what you do in this life. But first, you have to find out what that is. And that's not always easy. I look around the room and I think how many of you adults here knew what you wanted to be when you grew up. I certainly didn't. And I had no idea what the options were, actually. And we hear the same thing from young people today. So in this hall, we've got a record 55,000 jobs, apprenticeships and training courses up for grabs. Something for everyone. And over the next few days, you and young people can turn your hand to investigating a crime scene or learning how to grade diamonds or how to become a computer games animator and much, much more. Over the last decade, Skills London has welcomed more than 300,000 young people, parents and teachers through these doors and on a voyage of discovery. And none of this would be possible without the incredibly generous support of our sponsors, Deloitte, Amazon, AOC, Bosch, CITB, the Edwardian Hotels London and Heathrow. It's a fact that all of us are going to be employed longer than ever, so the world of work has got to be an adventure. It was for me when I set out for the United States in my 20s and then later moved to West Africa with my young family to work for Oxfam. Now, at London First, I get to champion this fantastic city. This city that generates almost a quarter of the UK's economic output, tax revenue that supports essential public services, and creates jobs and growth around the whole country to ensure we are growing together. To keep the wheels of the economy turning, we need to make sure that we can have access to global talent from all around the world. But we also know we have to do more on the home front. And businesses are busy doing that. We can do more to equip young Londoners and UK citizens with the skills needed for the future. We need some short-term fixes and a long-term plan. One area where we've seen some welcome progress recently is around apprenticeships. There are many on offer today, and we were very pleased to see the Chancellor announce a reform to the apprenticeship levy, which will allow contributors to get the numbers up, and that's particularly important here in London, where we have in the past struggled. There's also a great many examples here of business schemes, business-led schemes to really inspire our young people. So whether it's Heathrow's Employment and Skills Academy or the EY Foundation's School to Work initiative, or the fabulous Code First Girls initiative that my daughter's just signed up for, which aims to get 20,000 young women coding by the end of 2020. Here in London, it's great news that the Mayor is taking over London's adult education budget from central government next April. London fares much better when it has control over its own destiny. But that job is only half done. The capital should be granted control over more resources, including its share of the National Career Service, so that local employers, educators and civic leaders can better collaborate for better impact. Finally, when you consider how impressive the exhibition is today, it's clear that we must do more to make sure that businesses make this amazing array of experiences available all year round and to as many young people as possible. And London First is in discussions to create a new user-friendly platform that will help connect young Londoners to the wide range of employers and opportunities on offer. And we're talking to the GLA and to the Careers and Enterprise Company to take this idea forward. Our ambition is to sustain a vibrant London economy, which will create jobs for the future for all our young people. And if they are to love working in this great capital, as I do, then we need to make sure that London remains modern, open and dynamic. A city that works for its workers, works for its businesses, creating growth that ripples across the country, and most of all, empowers our young people. Thank you.